Prepare to die.
Hey everybody, welcome back to E-Bike Random Adventures. Today we're going to be taking a look at this Movcan Q20 folding electric bike. This Q20 does come with a 52 volt, 15.6 amp hour battery that is mounted inside the frame. The battery can be removed using the key. This powers a 1500 watt direct drive motor in the rear. It's supposed to give you speeds of up to 30 miles an hour. We will test that out. They also claim the bike has a range of up to 70 miles. Of course, that's going to be doing a lot of pedaling. I don't pedal that much, so we are going to take it outside, see what kind of range I get. I am a 6 foot tall, 215 pound rider. This bike is supposed to fit riders from 5 foot all the way up to 6'3". And with these 20 by 4 inch fat tires, the bike does have a weight limit of 330 pounds. On this bike, you also do get Logan branded hydraulic brakes, and you do get a 7-speed Shimano gear shifter. This is the seat on a minimum. Pretty easy for me to step over. I do have 32 inch inseams. This gives me about 3 or 4 inches down below me. So a small rider can definitely ride this bike. Let's see how long the seat post is. Pretty long seat post. This is the minimum insertion line right here. So yeah, 6'3" seems to be about the right number for the max height. The bike does come with a nice cushy seat. You get a large rack in the rear. This rack is removable. The bike has all the lights you need, headlight, tail light, turn signals, and it does have a nice clean color display. Up front, the bike has a dual crown fork suspension that does have adjustments. In the rear, you don't have any suspension, but you do have the 20 by 4 inch fat tires that should take up a lot of the bumps. One of the big selling features of the Movcan Q20 is that this is a folding electric bike. You can fold this bike in half, you can fold the handlebars down, you can put this in the back of your vehicle, take it to the campground with you or to another state to ride it or something like that. Let me show you how this bike looks folded up, and then we'll take a look at the other details. To fold the bike, you just bring back this locking mechanism right here, unlock the latch. You might want to get the key out for now. Turn the bike off, get the key out. You'll need it again to get the battery out. Then you can grab this handle here, and the bike can open like this. Folds in half pretty easy. That was actually much easier to fold than a lot of them that I've tried. It can sit down on this little knee down here on the bottom. And of course the handlebars can fold down also. Bike is nice and compact when it's folded up like that. The 20 by 4 inch fat tires are branded Compass. They say 30 TPI, does say wire bead. You do get your knobby tread pattern. On this bike you do get Logan branded hydraulic brakes with 160 millimeter disc rotors in the front and the rear. Here's a look at your front suspension. It does have the lockout and the rebound adjustments. There's your kickstand. It does say Movcan back here in the back. This is a look at your rear rack. Pretty long, pretty wide, and it looks pretty solid. This is what your crankset looks like. It does have the one-sided chain guard. It does have some medium length crank arms. This one does have metal pedals. Back in the back, you do get the Shimano Tourney TZ derailleur. You do get your 7 gears. This is your direct drive motor. This is the numbers on it. It does say 52 volts. Of course, you get some more Movcan branding on the side. Here's a look at the seat. This one has a much nicer seat than you see on most e-bikes. Very cool. You do get some rubberized hand grips. This is your Logan hydraulic brake levers. Let's press and hold the power button, power this thing up. You do get a nice display on this one. Large mile per hour reading. There's your battery level indication up there in the upper right. You do get trip, odometer. And if you cycle through the power button, you can get max and average. This one does have an independent light switch, and it does come with a really bright headlight. You do get turn signals on this one. The bike does have a tail light and brake lights. Over on the right, you do get your Shimano shifter, and you do get the quarter twist throttle. It is set up with 5 levels of pedal assist. You just press the plus and minus button here, and it changes right here. Let's see what it'll give us right out of the box. .30 miles an hour. The back brake is on the right side. All right, let's take this Q20 out for a ride. All right, everyone, let's check out these pedal assist levels. Pedal assist level 1. It's just giving us 6 miles an hour. This is a real good speed if you need to like ride through a crowd of people or something like that. All right, let's try 2. Brings you up to 9 miles an hour. I'm gonna shift to gear 2. Pedaling feels pretty good. Let's try pedal assist 3. Brings you up quite a bit to 15 miles an hour. Let's see. Puts me in about gear 5. Feels pretty comfortable pedaling gear 5. Let's bump it up here. We're gonna do the hill climb first, and then we'll do pedal assist 4 and 5 when we get up to the flat area. All right, I'm gonna do throttle only on this, pedal assist 5. Don't forget this is a speed motor, not a geared hub motor. Let's see how it does. $1,500 watts of power on this one. Dropping down. About 15.5. Not bad. Cruise control came on. Yeah, the 750 watt bikes typically give me about 12, 13 miles an hour up that hill. This one gave us 15.5, so you can see the extra power that this one has, even though it is a speed motor instead of a geared hub motor. The geared hub motors typically have a little bit more hill climbing torque, but this did pretty well going up that hill. The Movcan bikes do show you the voltage sag on the battery. It's kind of live, so it'll sag down and go back up. Pretty typical on these bikes. Let's get across here. We're going to try pedal assist 4. It's giving us 22. I can keep up pedaling in gear 6, no problem. Gear 7 would be even a little bit more comfortable, but gear 6 is fine. 22 miles an hour. We get up here to the radar gun, we'll try pedal assist 5 and we'll check our top speed. Let's turn around here. We're going to do our brake test from about 20. This bike does have the Logan hydraulic brakes with 160 millimeter rotors. There's 20. Really nice stopping power. Locked up the tires, got a little sideways. These Logan brakes feel great. This is about my 4th time trying these brakes. They're always impressive. If you get the Logan brakes with the 180 millimeter rotors, they feel just a little bit better, but the 160s do pretty dang good. All right, guys, let's bump it up to pedal assist 5. Let's do an acceleration run, and then we're going to go to the radar gun, see what kind of top speed we can get. It's 20. Pretty quick little bike. I was able to get it up to 31. The bike does have cruise control, kicks on pretty fast after you hold it for about 5 seconds. It's a folding bike, so they're not super stable on the no-handing, but you can do it as long as you're up at a speed, at least where I'm at right now. Actually, it's not too bad. So I felt where some of these folding bikes, you take your hands off, they just want to dive one way or the other right away. This bike does have narrow handlebars, so it's going to be nice and compact to get it in your vehicle and stuff like that when it's all folded up. Do get your independent light switch, turn signals, horn. That's a loud horn. So you get everything you need on this one. Hydraulic brakes. That's always a nice feature on a budget bike. Yep, no problem on the no-handing. Look, I even crossed the train tracks on it, so. All right, what I'm gonna do now, guys, ride a little farther, put some miles on this thing, see how we're gonna end up on range. This is not a huge battery on this one. It's a 15.6 amp hour battery. Those do really well on some of the skinny tire bikes. This is a 20 by 4 inch fat tire bike, so you're not gonna get quite the efficiency out of these big tires that you would on a skinny tire bike. But we will ride it, put some miles on it, see where we end up. All right, I just got my first try of the front suspension there over one of those tree roots poking through the pavement here. Felt pretty good. Let me try to hit a couple of these bumps intentionally here. It's actually pretty nice, pretty soft. It is a hardtail in the rear, but they did put a really nice seat on this one, which is rare on just about any e-bike. It's really rare that they actually put a decent seat on them. This one has a nice seat. There is a big bump up here that I hit often. Let me try it out here with this one. Right here. Oh yeah, real nice. I like Movcan's newest batch of displays. I think the bright colors on them are nice. This is just a 2-color display, but this blue and this white looks really good, really clean. Some of their other bikes have the black and red display of a very similar design, but just black and red. But I do like this one a lot. Bike's feeling pretty good over the gravel here. We got a lot of rain yesterday. Put some nice ruts in the road here. And it's handling it pretty well. You see the pond is really high and flooded from all that rain yesterday. The water is usually never up here past that fence line like that. So it's a good looking bike, guys. I like the colors, the orange and black. A little bit of a peachy color going on here. I really like this Movcan brand. I think this is their 4th bike of theirs that I've had. And not one of them have been a bad bike. There's the little horsey. They got their jackets on, their little blankets on today. Winter time is coming. Got to get me some more cold weather gear so I can ride out here in the cold. Definitely going to be taking some more e-bike trips to Florida. I've already figured out I can bring 2 bikes with me on the rack. I could bring 2 folding bikes with me inside the Jeep. Make a whole trip out of it. And I wish I was in first gear so I could shoot across here. I think I'm gonna try it anyhow. Yep. Hop up on the sidewalk here. You can ride in the road. You're actually supposed to ride in the road here in Georgia. Crazy drivers though. Sometimes I just prefer to be over here out of the way. It's a good suspension test on this sidewalk anyhow. Feels good. Seat's feeling good. Not really feeling these bumps in the sidewalk. The handlebars here are a lot closer to you. I've been riding a couple bikes lately where the handlebars were way out here. You have to lean forward to grab them. This set of handlebars is angled back towards you, and it's basically right here in front of you. Some people may not like it. Maybe you're gonna feel like it's too close to you. I feel like it's a comfortable distance away. Feels pretty maneuverable. With these short handlebars, you get some quick inputs, you know, on the turns. Let's see how much lockover we got on this thing. Oh man, you can go all the way around. So yeah, if you need to swing your bike around, no problem. Very maneuverable bike. I'm gonna ride down here to the train tracks, and then I'm gonna head on home. All right, guys, I'm gonna head on home. Tell you my final thoughts on the bike. We'll see what kind of range we got and how much battery life we got left. All right, guys, made it back to my area. Let me give you a look at this headlight. It does have a nice bright beam on the ground. Definitely gonna be visible with that. Let's take a look at this tail light. Turn signal in the rear. You got a brake light there also. We did end up putting 17 miles of range on the bike on this ride. It is still sitting at 3 battery bars. I did see it drop down to 2 battery bars under load a couple times, but then it was going back up to 3 battery bars. So my best guess would be that we're about halfway through the battery. So that's going to be over 30 miles of range. Let me give you my final thoughts on the bike, guys. It rides pretty nice. It does have the 20x4-inch fat tires, so you do get that front suspension. It took up the bumps really well. Even though it's a hardtail in the rear, I didn't really feel it because they did put this really nice seat on here. The bike can go pretty fast. I got it up to 31 miles an hour, which is actually faster than their claimed top speed of 30 miles an hour. Got some pretty good range out of it. Does have a nice big rack on the back. It is also a folding bike, so you can fold this thing up, put it in the back of your vehicle, take it down to Florida, take it to the campground, wherever you want to take it. Overall, guys, I think this is a nice bike. I also think it's a nice looking bike. I do like this black and orange paint job. If the Movcan Q20 is the e-bike for you, I will put the link for this bike in the description below the video. Please hit like and subscribe to the channel for more e-bike and scooter content like this. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll catch you in the next one.